Peace and blessings. This is Nubia I of the Blackberry Beauty Holistic Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. How are you all? Yes, it's been a while since I've been on YouTube, and so I'll tell you why. I really kind of needed a little bit of a break last week. I went deeply within. I really went within. I have been for the last 2 weeks. I've been getting up at 4 every day. I've been also doing my yoga. So when I get up at 4, when I say get up at 4, let me explain to people what that means. For me, it means to get up at 4 a.m. and to do an hour worth of womb yoga. And then after that, which is about 5 a.m., I'm in the bathtub from about 5 to 6:30 doing my meditations and taking a sea salt bath and adding all these wonderful things to the bathtub and just being present. And I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks and all raw for the last 2 weeks. And it has been amazing. It's been, oh my God, I'm finding my balance. And it's just, you know what, like I gotta say this. When I'm out of balance, I know what to do. Get up at 4, do your yoga, take your baths daily, eat all raw, and everything will work out, and magic will prevail. And I really want to talk to you all about this thing called magic and how it will prevail in your life. March is celebration of International Women's Month, and so we at the Blackberry Beauty Holistic Academy are celebrating the idea of women first. That's hey, Queen Afua said it, ladies first, okay? Women first, because that's something that I realize that we still don't do. We still don't put ourselves first. So in honor of the March intensive, and it's called It's All About the Womb, we are going to do exactly and precisely that. We're going to put ourselves first. In the next intensive starting March, which you can go to the website right now and buy. Remember, our intensives are 4-week intensives. They're all virtual. They're $97 for the whole month, and you get so much for your money. And so I want to tell you what's inspiring this next intensive. You know, all the things. You know, I got stories to tell y'all. Now, excuse the lighting because it is overcast and cold. We had like 75-degree weather for like 3 days. Now we like, yeah, we ain't 75 no more. And so, you know, it's probably a little darker here. I have the lights on, so I hope you can see me well. So that's what I hope. So I was thinking, why do I want to teach this class, an intensive, and call it It's All About the Womb? It's all about the womb, sisters. If you are finally ready. Now remember, March actually is March 21st, 22nd is the first day of spring. So we're actually going to be going into spring in this session. And I feel like spring for women is the time where we want to come out and we want to look good doing it. We want to feel good doing it. It's when we start a new exercise regimen or a new way of eating, or maybe adopting a yoga practice, or becoming raw, or becoming holistic, or whatever it is. But even for those that are not even into it that deep, it's a time where we get our hair cut or colored or braided or changed, or we find new outfits or change our style. It's about newness. And I know that there's a lot of sisters out there who actually want to do what I do and live the way I live. And I'm going to say this is not saying my life is the greatest, everybody should want to live it. I love my life, mind you. I'm saying I know there's sisters specifically who wants to go the holistic route. But they are confused. There's so much information about raw foods, they're not sure what to do. There's so much information about meditation, they're not sure how it could work for them. There's so much information about sacred beauty or sensuality, they're not sure it could work for them. In these 4 weeks, we're going to get down to that. If you have yeast infections reoccurring, you remember the video I did about the reoccurring yeast infections, we're going to get down into so-called sexually transmitted diseases. So-called yeast infection, so-called vaginal odor. We're going to clean up the vagina and therefore cleaning up the womb. That's week 1. We're also going to talk about meditation. I'm going to bring you into the bathtub with me. Don't worry, I don't have a bathing suit on, but I'm going to bring you into the bathtub and show you what I do. Invite you in so that you could see what that bathtub and what heights it could take you to. We're going to talk about the raw foods. We're going to do a whole week. Oh, actually, we can do the whole thing raw. That would be nice, but this is not the raw food intensive. That one comes in spring, more into, I think it's July or August, actually the summer. But we are still going to talk about raw food. I learned so much about raw foods, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that today. It is the one that you said, you know what, I'm tired of being left behind. I'm tired of not opening up my own business. I'm tired of not letting go of that relationship. I'm tired of not cleaning up my house. I want to be out of this. I know I'm holistic. This is what you're probably saying. I know I'm spiritual. I know I could coach. I know I could teach. But I got to get myself together. I got to lose that extra weight. I got to finally get this vegan thing down. I got to really understand meditation. I got to really understand how to clear my womb of any disease, whether it's fibroid tumors, endometriosis, yeast infections, STDs. Oh my God, there's so much that you can name. I'm telling you, the good part about this next March Intensive, which I'm so excited, we all getting up at 4 a.m. Yes, yes, yes. Don't be scared. Don't be like, you know what, Nubia, I've tried, it can't happen. Together we can do it. We're going to have a team, a group of 50 women virtually who are all going to get up at the same time. Now, mind you, I know I'm on the West Coast and most of you are on the East Coast, and you all will get up at the same time, but we're still in it together. There's power in that. 2 or more gather together, praying and wanting the same things. Maybe you couldn't do it before because you was trying to do it alone, and now you don't have to do it that way anymore. So let me tell you what I've learned about raw foods, and this is oh my God, the truth. So remember I was saying that on our free conference call, it actually happens this Thursday, February, is that 19th, because the day is the 17th, 19th, 2015, from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the free conference call for anybody who's listening, watching this, anywhere, anytime. You can call into this number, and we're going to do a free conference call, and we're going to talk about change. And I really want to talk about change because I don't want you to be afraid of it. Because I don't want you to hide from it. Because I don't want you to think that the other side is just it's just so unknown it can't be good. That unknown side is the bomb, y'all. It's all that. And so yes, I've been a raw foodist for 5 years. Have I eaten cooked food during my raw food journey? I have, but I still considered myself a raw foodist. And then one day, I thought I'm so much anxiety when I eat a cooked meal. I feel so bad. I mean, physically feel bad and spiritually and emotionally feel bad. And how can I stop feeling this way? How can I stop making myself crazy and wrong because I couldn't stick to something? How could I? And so what I decided to do was say, look, instead of running away from cooked foods, instead of thinking so much of it as the enemy, let me find out for sure. First of all, let me find out why I've been craving it so much, and let me find out, is it really as bad for you after being raw as people say? And I got to give you one answer. The answer is, to me, absolutely. Is cooked food bad food when you're doing vegan food, healthy foods by itself? No, I would say not. I said if you went to a vegan diet, a beautiful cooked food diet that was vegan and not junk food and not, tempehs and seitan and all these, gluten foods, and you went for the vegetables and the rices and the quinoas, you would do great. And if you added a little raw and then did that, you would do great. Let me tell you what happens when you've been doing raw and on an intensity that I've been doing raw. Your body says, when you put cooked food back in, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? You can't go backwards, Nubia. You can't. I mean, so get mad, figure it out, get upset. You can't go backwards. I won't let you. So let me tell you my cooked food experience. I didn't even last long. I thought it was going to last for a couple of months or at least 3 months. It didn't even last long. It lasted for probably a month and a half, and it was me adding cooked foods once or twice a week. I felt sick to my stomach. I felt irritable. I felt depressed. I felt sad. I felt angry. I felt scattered. I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do next. I felt inadequate. I mean, I cannot explain to you the emotions that came up around cooked food. When I saw myself preparing cooked food, it was one morning, I'll never forget it, And then I sat and turned on Netflix and started watching that Lifetime channel with the horrible channel that make women seem like all we do is use our vagina to trap men and then we kill them. I mean, this is what the dang lifestyle said to me. That's what I saw. And I'm watching these horrible depictions of so-called true stories, life stories of women. And I'm sitting there in the middle of the beautiful day with this cooked food and this Lifetime. And I didn't watch one Lifetime movie. I watched the second one that they suggested. And I cried, y'all. I said, oh, this is not me. I will never be that woman again. I never was. But on my depressing time years ago, I do remember sitting down in front of the TV then and watching like those kind of shows. And really feeling like, where was my life? Where is it going? It's like me going backwards to eat cooked foods was going backwards in my consciousness and development of my soul. And it wouldn't, and I said, it's almost like a sneak peek to your past, but also what could possibly be your present. I mean, the feelings of depression was like, I can say to you, raw foods will help relieve depression, that raw foods will help relieve all kinds of infections, that raw foods will help you relieve all kinds of emotional problems, that raw foods is really the bomb. Your body is higher. Your body is used to digesting less. Your body is used to digesting high vibrational frequency food. And you put this food and all the same stuff that your body is used to in the raw foods, it's used to that. And you go and put this food that the body is not used to, that's depleted of a lot of those nutrients. It has to be that. Because why did I feel that way? Another thing, I felt like I aged. I started looking like my age or even older. I feel like raw foods actually stop the aging process for sure and allow you to rejuvenate and regenerate and to clean yourself up, right, from the inside out. And when you eat cooked foods, again, when you reintroduce cooked foods into your body start going back to the way it would have been. So actually, it's almost like you're really aging, but the raw food is making you seem like you're not. And as soon as you get back on the cooked food, you start to age as if none of those raw food years existed. It's as if you was eating cooked foods all along. So I noticed my stomach. I had the middle-aged stomach that I just couldn't get rid of. I had love handles that I wasn't really feeling. It was not cute. I was breaking out. It was the old Nubia. And it was the old Lisa, really. So I know I said to y'all, I'm not going to call myself a rough woman, but let me explain to you why. And I realized why is it better? How am I not going to go to cook food? How am I not, like, how is this, what is the change? How am I going to stay raw, right? Well, something that I thought about, it's the way raw foods is right now that I can't stand. So this is what I learned about me as a raw foodist. I cannot stand any more gourmet-ish type raw foods. I want the lemon to be a lemon. I want the orange to be an orange. I want the nuts to be nuts. I don't want the nuts to be a crust with the dates. I don't want the nuts to turn into a cream. I don't want the lemons to be part of a sauce or the squeezing of the oranges. You know, I don't want to make the food that's already perfect in its natural almond state, natural kale state, natural, date state, and make it into some type of cooked food concoction. My body doesn't like it used to. My body likes the most purest of the raw foods. Lately, I know, I've been eating the apple like an apple. I've been cutting the orange and sucking and eating the orange like an orange instead of putting the orange in my smoothie or instead of using the orange in a recipe. I've been eating my nuts out the bag. I've been eating my kale without olive oil as a snack. When I go shopping, and I'm hungry and I just got some kale, I'm in the supermarket, or I'm outside and I'm packing my bags, got all my food and I'm packing my bags into the car, I will take a bag of raw kale, a bunch, and I will eat that by itself because the taste to me is so much better than when I put the olive oil, the onions, the garlic, the this and that, the da-da-da. I can't eat like that anymore. And it's just a natural thing when you read about longer term raw foodists, most of them have said they have simplified their diet. So gourmet raw foods, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I will eat it. When I go to LA, I'm going to go to Cafe Grato. I'm sure I'm going to eat gourmet. That is not something I want to live with. So I don't want to know about a lot of different recipes. I don't want to spend that much time in the kitchen. I realize for me, I'm not that person that really is a cook So I'm not really the same way making a lot of raw foods. I want them as simple as possible. And I've been eating that way, y'all, and it's been feeling incredible. So the anxiety and also my palate, I just lost the taste for the heavily, let's make this into that. Let's turn these 5 ingredients into this, when the 5 ingredients by themselves would have been absolutely lovely. The most that I mix my raw food is when I do a fruit salad. I may put pears, apples, bananas, what else? Oranges, and I might, chop them up and put them together, put raisins and nuts. That's a cereal for me. Before I used to think like, oh, I got to have the almond milk. I make the almond milk if I can. If I can't, I can't. I eat the damn almonds. They just as good, and I drink the water because that's what it is. It's the almonds that have the vitamins and minerals. It's the almonds that have the vitamin E. So if you eat it, it's still the almonds that have it. You put water, you soak them, you still the almonds. It's still in the water and still drinking it. So I'm a simple raw foodist. There's something missing when we're not holding that orange and just eating it. There's something missing when we're not just chewing on that apple. It's more to eating and more to digestive health than people know. It's a synergy. It's physiological. It's all of these things working together. It's the touching of it, the looking at the color, the holding it in your hand a certain shape. It's everything about it that makes it a more digestible, healthy experience when you're eating. And I'm just loving foods in this whole natural state as opposed to being smothered in something to make it something else. And I notice I'm not craving cooked foods anymore. Now, will I be out in another country or somewhere in another place and I may eat some rice or somewhere? Probably. It could definitely happen. But most of the time I notice when I travel, that's when I always do all raw because I figure if I'm going to take a chance on cooked food, let it be close to home. Let it be a restaurant that I'm familiar with. Let it be a place I already ate at. So most likely on the road, I've never had a hard time staying all raw. I'll fast more. I'll bring these green protein, spirulina powders, or, I'll bring dry fruit. Not a thing. I usually be so excited by what I'm doing. I'm high. And most of the time, most of the people and places I've been, they have a whole food or people are making raw foods for you, so they're very accommodating. What I'm telling you is this sacred woman's journey that we are all on, there's something to it. It will bring you what you want. It's all about the womb. And the womb started talking to me. Another thing I noticed when I started eating cooked food, I stopped getting up at 4. I stopped taking my baths. I stopped doing yoga. It was almost like that lifestyle for me brought back an old way of being and doing and knowing. And I have to say to myself on an emotional level, why did I feel like I wanted to go backwards? Because so many great things are going on in my life. I think it was almost overwhelming. Like, oh my God, here it is. Things are going to start happening right now. And maybe I was getting comfortable because I feel like that old way of life is not me. I want to look younger. I want to help more people, and I love raw. So it was a great experiment, and it made me realize how much. Now, there's so much more I could tell you. There's things that I wrote down that I will definitely share for the next intensive. It's called It's All About the Womb. If you suffering right now, sisters, your vagina is suffering, your womb is suffering right now, suffer no more. This lifestyle that I created for myself, it works. It really works. I wouldn't teach it if I didn't think it works. And I know you want to come out. I know when April comes, you want to be like, I'm fresh, I'm clean, I'm together, I know what I want, I know where I'm going. I just did a sacred woman journey with Nubia I, her way. She broke it down for me in her way. And it's all about the womb. And she's showing me how to do it. So that is the March Intensive 2015 next month. But I'm telling you, buy it now. Because I'm only taking 50 women. And I'm really capping it off at 50. I'm not taking more than. And I want you, and people are starting to already ask about the class. So I know you might want to be one of those people. And so I encourage you. Yeah, y'all, I'm learning so much. Okay, I got another video. I want to do some Black history things. I read this wonderful book. I finished the book. It's the Black Rose. It's the story of Madam C.J. Walker. That woman was a race woman. That woman was all about black empowerment and entrepreneurship and love. And this one is by Tanana Reeve Dew. to Nana Redo. This actually is one of my collector's items. This is a first edition. It's a first edition, and also it's signed. So I have a first edition signed. So I'm really collecting books that are valuable. We'll talk more about that. But I really wanted y'all to tell you about the next intensive, and I want to tell you about my idea of raw foods. Like, it just has to be simple for me. I noticed too, like, if it's a choice to be a little bit thicker and to be a little bit slimmer, I'd rather be slimmer. Not because I think it looks better or anything like that, although I think it's beautiful. I think they both are. I feel better. It's not enough to be raw and eat a bunch of cashews in my raw potato salad or cashews in my cheesecake, when we do know now there's enough evidence to say cashews is not a raw nut. And what our people and sisters and brothers go through in Africa producing it in horrible conditions, and it's actually quite toxic and dangerous, who wants to be a part of that? I don't even like cashews anymore once I got the real information about it. Plus, I don't like how it blows me up. I don't like how I feel. I'd rather eat salads every day and smoothie. But it's more, I'm transformed from my house. I'm getting Shakti from the plants. It's like raw foods, we have to supplement it so that the cravings come, because we still feel like we only concentrate on one part of our lives. We are concentrating on the food. But then there's the emotional side, there's the spiritual side, there's the physical side, there's the etherical side. There's all these things that want to help us. We get oxygen, we get love, we get nutrients from the plants. Oh my God, y'all, this cleaning house, it's called Cleaning House of My Women Who Run with the Womb. That's the series we're in. And then for my intensive, it's called Spiritual House Cleansing to Get Everything You Want. That's an intensive. The intensive. Oh God, and I'm thanking you for all the ladies that joined. Yo was coming into that intensive. Some of y'all was coming in late, but y'all was coming. And I want to thank everybody that is in the intensive presently, Spiritual House Cleansing to Get Everything You Want. But I want you to start looking forward to March. March is for everybody. March is for every woman who has suffered. Maybe it's your mother, maybe it's your grandmother, maybe it's your sister, maybe it's your sister-in-law, maybe it's you. But we want to clean it up, and we're going to do it together. And I'm calling you loud and proud. I am. So we're going to leave it at that today. I've got another video coming I'm going to put up tomorrow. I want to post a video every day. And also I want to remind you, and the number will be in the description box, of the free conference call that we'll be having talking about change. It's from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is February 19th, and I'm like hoping today's Sunday, your 19th Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So call into that number, and it's free. And you get to talk to me and Q&A and the whole bit. But I urge you to definitely join. It's all about the womb, the next intensive. For March, join now. Another thing I want to tell you is, so I had this special going that if you purchase beauty products by spending $100 or more on just the beauty products, you would get a 30-minute free consultation with me. And I said it was only up to February 14th, Valentine's Day. Well, I'm extending it out for the whole entire February. So you still got lots of time. There's a few people that actually took advantage of it. If you know you want my beauty products and you want to spend $100 or more, you're going to get a free 30-minute consultation for the whole entire month. So much is happening. I want to be outside. I want to do a beautiful video outside in the sun, but hey, right? The sun got to be from within. And I feel amazing. I cannot wait to really show y'all the bath. I cannot wait to show you my yoga routine. These are things that are private. Y'all, it's not that I don't want to be on YouTube anymore. It's not that I don't want to do videos for you anymore on YouTube. I feel like the stuff that I talk about, it's sacred. It's stuff that should be in a sacred temple. And you should be treated as that sacred person. This information I give that either people are disrespecting, or they're going to laugh at, or they're going to get stupid comments they're not going to understand, but it's not going to reach you in the same way. There's parts of my life that I know you need to see. There's parts of my life that I know I need to bring you into. Go ask my intensive. They in it. They come into my house virtually every video. Instead of doing 4 videos a month, I'm doing 8 videos a month for them. I know what you need, and I want to make you feel more exclusive. There has to be a feeling of privacy. This is not private. It's public. And when you pay, there's a different kind of mentality. You want to grow. You want to learn. That's why. I would do videos all day. I mean, I got concepts, ideas, thoughts still coming up with, but of course the first thing I do is I put them in my intensives. I put them in my Women Who Run with the Womb group. I put them in my spiritual goal setting group. I have to do that. I hope that you understand. I hope that you all respect that. And I know you want to hear from me. I hope that you do. I enjoy talking to you. So come on over to one of the intensives. Come on over and join the group Women Who Run with the Womb for $37 a month. Come over and join spiritual goal setting for $27 a month. Buy a beauty product. Do a one-on-one consultation. Buy a numerology package. I'm having a sale too this month. Numerology readings, usually $100 for the hour, only $50 an hour. Every month, I'm going to make it happen for us. This month, we celebrate Black History Month, and we celebrated Valentine's Day. Next month, it's all about the womb. It's all about the woman. And I got some great things going on. Also, the website is coming. It is. I think I'm going to launch it in spring, so we'll see how that works out. Anyway, I hope that you will be able to participate in this All About the Womb intensive. I hope you enjoy my idea and revelation about raw foods. Raw foods is the bomb, and we need more Black women and more Black men to be at the forefront of raw foods for us. It's very important, and I'm not going to let you down on that one, and I'm not going to let myself down. I am the raw food goddess, and if I say it every day, I'm becoming more and more. I'm going to let you in on the I'm going to do a little booklet when you join the group, the intensive. It's all about the womb. I'm a booklet with all the affirmations I say daily, of all the rituals that I do, of the way that I do it. I want to share my program with you. So I'm calling all healers, or would-be healers, or coaches, or would-be coaches, or just the sister who's dealing with some womb issues and vaginal issues, and she needs help. I'm here. Love you all very much. This is Nubia I of the Blackberry Beauty Holistic Academy, ancient African wisdom for the modern sister. Peace and blessings.